America has demonized marijuana due to the negative effects such as anxiety, depression, short-term memory loss, lung cancer, strokes, heart attacks, and many more. But what if marijuana actually has extremely beneficial side effects for unhealthy patients? The American Cancer Society acknowledges marijuana as a beneficial drug for people diagnosed with cancer or AIDS as it relieves pain, controls nausea and vomiting, stimulates appetite, and inhibits tumor growth. In the majority of the United States, it is not the right of citizens to use marijuana for recreational or medicinal purposes. Citizens are responsible to abide by the laws of their states, which in most cases, marijuana is illegal. Medical marijuana has been proven to be an effective remedy for pain, nausea, vomiting, and other symptoms caused by dreaded diseases such as cancer and AIDS. The U.S. government should make marijuana legal for medicinal purposes regardless of age. Wait, what? Regardless of age? That's right. Medical marijuana has been used on patients as young as 2 years old. First, we meet Charlotte Beatty, who was diagnosed with Dravet syndrome at only 3 months old. By the age of 3, Charlotte was having up to 300 grand mal seizures a week. Her father decided to give medical marijuana a try after hearing success about a young boy's seizures. Charlotte's seizures stopped 7 days after taking the marijuana and are now down to 2 to 3 per month.
A 6-year-old girl with Dravet syndrome, and her parents saw a vast improvement with this strain of medical marijuana. Vivian, however, is 2, not 6. Is there a difference? Is there any research on the difference that it might have, the different effect it might have on a 2-year-old versus somebody a little bit older?
We know what the options are, and none of them really work, besides high CBD cannabis.
The parents of 2-year-old Vivian Wilson, who also suffers from Dravet syndrome, worked hard to kickstart a Pot for Tots bill in New Jersey. Chris Christie, New Jersey governor, agreed to pass the bill, which allows parents to obtain edible marijuana to be made available to minors through tablets, capsules, drops, or syrups. Christie states, "I'm pleased the legislator accepted my recommendations so that suffering children can get the treatment they need." 7-year-old Jaden David suffers from a debilitating form of epilepsy, causing him to go through extreme seizures. After taking up to 20 medications a day, his father discovered CBD medical cannabis, which have improved and reduced his seizures dramatically. Jason David, Jaden's father, states, "It is a life and death situation for our children. We are parents, not potheads. I consider myself a caregiver. I should not have to feel like a criminal." 1 year ago, 3-year-old Landon Riddle was diagnosed with leukemia. After watching her son become violently ill from chemotherapy treatments, Sierra David chose to opt out of chemotherapy and started to give Landon CBD medical cannabis. Sierra David noticed a huge difference in Landon's social and physical behavior. However, one doctor reported Sierra to Human Services for refusing chemotherapy for Landon.
I'm willing to do whatever I have to do to make sure that my child gets to live another day, and gets to have that relief and have that quality of life that he deserves.
Punishment for possession of marijuana can be up to 2 years in jail or up to $2,500 fine depending on the state. In fact, 749,825 people were arrested for marijuana law violations in 2012. My question is, why make this effective drug illegal? Marijuana has been one of the most controversial drugs of all time, but one by one, states are starting to legalize the drug after discovering the positive effects of it. Marijuana is not a lethal drug. It is scientific fact that marijuana is not toxic to humans and is safer than alcohol. Although marijuana users are treated harsher under the law than users of tobacco and alcohol, marijuana is not nearly as addicting as them. In fact, marijuana overdose is nearly impossible. Marijuana should be legalized in the United States as there are no deadly side effects and is effective towards many diseases such as Asperger's syndrome, arthritis, bulimia, cancer, cystic fibrosis, Dravet syndrome, glaucoma, Tourette syndrome, and many more. 2014 is starting to be known as a breakthrough year for marijuana as more states are starting to legalize the drug. 2014, the year of the marijuana voter. Marijuana has been illegal since the Marijuana Tax Act was passed in 1937. Legalizing marijuana in 2014 will make history.